Your cat has ignored your presence for 6 hours, acting as if you are a ghost in your own home. Then, without warning, it settles beside you, and the entire atmosphere of the room suddenly shifts. Your shoulders drop, your breathing deepens, and the mental noise of the day finally begins to fade. For a few precious minutes, you are genuinely at rest, experiencing a rare and deep biological reset. Most men would never admit that this tiny, quiet moment is the most restorative part of their day. Our culture doesn't leave much room for a man to say that a cat recalibrates his entire system. But if you are a man who keeps a cat, you already know the profound experience I am describing. You have simply lacked the professional language to explain why this silent, feline bond matters so much. Stay with me until the end, because this video isn't actually about cats or simple pet ownership. It is about the architecture of your nervous system and the way you process the world around you. We are going to explore why certain men are drawn to environments that demand absolutely zero output. Understanding this will reveal more about your mind than any productivity framework you have ever tried. Here is the foundation. Not every human nervous system regulates its internal energy in the same way. Some men recharge through external engagement, loud social feedback, and the thrill of forward motion. They need to solve problems in a group for their internal system to stabilize and feel truly secure. Their energy climbs when the world is loud, and their system needs high input to remain steady. They are the hunters of stimulation, finding their peace in the heat of action and constant noise. But there is another type, the type that almost always gravitates toward the silent companionship of cats. These men regulate through stillness, solitude, and the total absence of a constant demand to perform, while a dog reads your energy and mirrors it, demanding your active engagement to feel settled. A cat does the opposite. It occupies its own space and simply invites you to occupy yours. There is no social contract to honor, no performance required, and no complex emotional state to manage. Parallel existence in the same room is enough to signal safety to a tired and vigilant male mind. This isn't a sign of distance or emotional avoidance. It is your nervous system finding its optimal state. A cat provides the specific condition a man needs to come down from a day of high vigilance. It is an honest observation of how your biological system is built to recover from modern stress. Now, let's go deeper into the structural difference of this unique, quiet, and non-verbal relationship. A cat's affection cannot be demanded, purchased with effort, or forced into existence through status. It arrives on its own terms, in its own time, and without any requirement for a social explanation. When a cat chooses to settle beside a man, it registers as a fundamentally different kind of validation. It wasn't negotiated. It happened because the man's presence was safe enough for the animal to stay. For men who spend their lives managing perceptions, this is a fundamentally different type of feedback. This validation comes from the body, not the hierarchy, and the nervous system responds accordingly. Research on human-animal interaction shows that a cat's purr is far more than just a pleasant sound. The purr operates at a low frequency that the human body processes as an instinctive signal of safety. It acts as a sonic bridge between two species, bypassing the logical mind to reach the nervous system. Before your conscious mind registers the sound, your body has already started to drop its heavy guard. Your breathing deepens, muscle tension reduces, and the primary stress hormone, cortisol, begins to drop. The body isn't deciding to relax, it is being told by a frequency it cannot argue with. For men under 40, building a life in 2026, this biological reset is a critical survival tool. It is one of the most efficient ways to discharge the chronic, low-grade anxiety of modern life. Now let's look at the personality traits of the men who consistently gravitate toward these animals. Studies show these men score significantly higher on measures of intellectual openness and introspective depth. They lean toward long-term time horizons and are less reliant on immediate social feedback for worth. They are comfortable with the quiet parts of life that most people try to fill with constant noise. They are more likely to find solitary, creative, or intellectual work genuinely satisfying rather than lonely. These are not coincidences. They are connected traits that cluster in a very specific type of mind. A man who thinks deeply requires uninterrupted mental space for his best insights to finally surface. Focused thought, the kind that produces real wisdom, requires the total absence of social interruption. A cat does not interrupt, it coexists, filling the silence without ever truly breaking the flow. For the man who lives significantly in his own head, this is a structural requirement for thinking. Modern culture often treats this quietness with suspicion, labeling it as closed off or unavailable. But that label misses the specific quality of connection this type of man is actually capable of. He is not cold. He simply refuses to perform warmth for an audience he doesn't truly respect. He values the integrity of his inner world more than the shallow approval of a crowded room. A cat operates by the same logic. It does not distribute its affection to everyone in the house. It observes, it makes a judgment about safety, and then it is present fully without any reservation. Men who prefer cats love this because it mirrors a logic they understand from the inside out. Their bonds are built on consistency, subtle signals, and a profound respect for personal boundaries. These are the same foundations found in the most durable human relationships a man can build. The man who can read a cat's posture has developed a rare and valuable quality of deep attention. He knows the difference between a need for contact and a need for proximity without physical touch. This quality of attention is exactly what the most important people in his life truly need. Now we arrive at the honest conclusion. You are not failing at being a social human being. If you find peace in a quiet room with an animal that asks nothing, you are not deficient. You are not missing out on a version of masculinity that requires constant noise to be real. Your preference for quiet is a sign of a highly tuned system that values quality over volume. You are a man whose nervous system operates at its peak in low stimulation and calm environments. You are a man whose best thinking happens in the quiet spaces where others feel deeply uncomfortable. You find more value in the depth of a silence than in the empty volume of a screaming crowd. These qualities are not design flaws in your personality. They are your most vital specifications. Stop apologizing for how your system is built and start building a life that actually works with it. The real you is the one that your cat recognized as a safe and grounded place to rest. Your cat did not choose you by accident. It read the steadiness and safety of your internal energy. That absence of urgency in your presence is exactly what the world needs more of right now. Quiet is not a gap in your life that needs to be filled with constant entertainment or noise. For a man like you, quiet is the fertile soil where everything worth building actually begins. Let your cat remind you that your presence alone is already enough to settle a weary soul. I'm Leo, and I hope this note helps you find the true strength in the silence you carry. Until the next note, stay grounded and trust the rhythm of your own quiet and powerful mind.